Greetings, and I hope you're doing fine. I'm glad to be able to talk to you again. My name is Patrick Brony, and I'm very thankful that I can continue on the promise which I said that I will be discussing a little bit about Vision for Africa and how we are continuing, and also praising God, how He has upheld us in the situations that we are going through. We greet you from Uganda. We are in a beautiful summer at the moment. And a few days ago, I flew from Salzburg back to Africa. And I cannot forget when I was in Salzburg city and it was hot. So many of the Europeans were looking at me saying it is too hot, and they said, but you are African. Is it also hot for you? But you know, for us, if it is 35, it's too hot for us as the black skin gets the heat. Yeah, so that was just a by the way. I just wanted to say it is beautiful here, and of course I know you are also doing fine. But I wanted to continue on a discussion that we started. I began by talking about Vision for Africa, how Mama Maria came in Uganda, and then she acquired land from the Church of Uganda, created a wonderful ministry here. I know the stories where many people thought that Maria is very crazy at this age to come to Africa. And you know that we are very thankful because of her coming. We can say that God did something good with her life, and we can celebrate, and also we can hope that we can continue with her legacy, a legacy of blessing other people, a legacy of trusting God for the unknown, and a legacy of being crazy enough to walk by faith into that what we think God wants us to accomplish on this universe. So today I am going to talk about the sponsorship program. And I like so much this ideology that Mama Maria came up with, the partnership. Every person has a partner kid. So with this partner kid, they are able to contribute 20, 30, 50, 100 euros every month for the child to be able to get food, to get uniform, to get medication, and all the requirements of the school. And this kind of partnership system worked very good for us, and we were able to come up with our own schools, and we were able also to put children in other schools outside. Of course, now it's a little bit a challenge because we have over 3,000 plus children in the outside schools, and we have 3,500 in our own schools. So sure, for those children within our schools, we do everything possible, and we try to use what we have. We try to have a little bit of private students coming in, those who can pay for us to be able to get food and medication as we are working again onto our new system of sponsorship. As you may know that we had this breakdown of the relationship between our staff members from Europe and also those ones from Uganda, and so we have to rebuild everything. And we trust God, and we are peaceful that God shall finish what He started, and God is faithful enough. I think it's us who have to mature every day to learn how to do our work day by day. And the many people that are standing with us, I know so many people from Germany especially that are really supporting us, and I'm very thankful because in the midst of bad news, many people tend to be discouraged and give up and say, oh, I don't continue, and so on. But for many of you that have been with us, that have come through the come and see tours, indeed you have seen that your child that you sponsor has never missed school, and that they have uniforms, they have shoes, they get medications, and they are well. So we are very thankful. We are very thankful for that. But now the sponsorship system, I like so much that there was a partner, one child, and so on. But we do have a feeling that we are now advancing into what we call a self-sustainability. And with this system, we want to focus more not on the partnerships of individual kids, but onto developing self-sustainable projects. For example, if we can grow enough food and have machinery, tractors and plows and so on, and have storage and have silos where we can put our maize and be able to feed our own children and also feed other people around us who have no food, that would benefit us. But this is not going to work on the partnership of a child, but this is going to work with a round donation or a round support for specific projects. There are also other projects that we would like to capitalize on, like expanding our schools, building a little bit more dormitories so we can have some private students that are able to pay because our standards are good for our schools, and then be able to pay for the school fees and to be able to pay the food for the rest of the vulnerable children. But we are also so much focusing on production, whereby we can produce our own soap, make our own bread, produce our own liquid soap, and we produce our own books. These are the things we are looking at. How can we be able to manufacture this? Because with a few machines from China or from somewhere, we can be able to produce these things. And we're looking at expanding our hotels, whereby if we can capitalize again more on our program of the come and see, all the people that come to see what we do, they are paying because they are tourists. So in this way, we have capital coming in to be able to run the administration. But at the moment, we will also consider about our staff members. As I told you, we have almost 1,500 staff members, and this is costing us quite a lot of money. This is costing us in Uganda shillings around 800 million shillings, and that we have also to pay the taxes and the NSSF. So we are looking at how can we downsize ourselves, not in a way of eliminating people who are vulnerable, but for us to be able for now to run the ministry. And of course, in the process of coming down and downsizing, some people are going to be hurt, and there are going to be emotions, why me, and so on. But then we need to look on the main point. Should we continue paying the big salaries, or should we reduce our payment of the salary and be able to continue with the children in schools? So we want to ask you to continue praying for us, because we stand at a crossroad of either continuing and seeing that the vision of Africa goes ahead and finishes what God really intends it to finish, or to be intimidated by the big bills and the many words coming from all corners, and then we say, oh, we give up, we run away, and we let the ministry to just flow around. But we believe that vision for Africa belongs to God, and the God who started vision for Africa shall bring it to accomplishment. But definitely with all the people around us that are helping us, from Germany, from Austria, from Switzerland, from Uganda, we are looking forward that together we can continue to push this work that God started with the One Maria prayer. And we hope that in the next few months, 2-3 months from now, that we can be able to restructure ourselves to be able to get accounts in Europe again, also to be able to give you the receipts for the tax receipts after your donations. And we are grateful for those many people that said to us, for this time you're going through, I don't care about a tax receipt, I will stand with you and see how the Lord is making a miracle out of all this mess. So thank you once again. I thank you on behalf of Mama Maria, but I also thank you on behalf of Vision of Africa and all the children that we have and all the staff members, and saying that we are moving forward. We are moving forward by faith, and we are moving forward as a unity together with harmony with one another. And we trust that our God is a good God and is a good Father, and He will never leave us as orphans. So God bless you, make His face shine upon you, and continue to use you in being a blessing to many people as we look unto Him and hoping for the best, and soon and soon and soon and soon. Shalom.